So we'll find our mountain. All right, take a moment, just kind of feel your feet, right? I always start right here. It's a chance to kind of feel your feet underneath you, marching them around just a little bit. And then lifting the toes. So try to lift all 10 toes off the ground. Keep your knees a little bit soft. I don't want you to lock your knees out. So your knees are a little bit soft. Try to lift those toes up. Just feel that work coming through the top of the feet and up the shins. Then see if you can spread the toes out wide, bring some space into them. And can you lay them down one at a time from pinky toe to big toe? Trying to keep a little space. And if you need to, reach down and bring a little space between your toes. And then we're going to take those feet and we're actually going to kind of grip the ground. So take the toes and hold onto the ground. Knees are still a little bit soft, but feel right when you grip the ground with your toes, right, the pelvic floor muscles start to lift. The belly starts to engage. We'll roll the shoulders down, bring the arms to our side. Find that strong mountain pose. Feel free to close your eyes here for a moment. We're going to work on standing balance. Our peak pose is going to be eagle today, which is a standing balance pose. Some crossing of the midline of our body, so really activating both sides of our body. Oh, take a couple of more breaths here, just feeling that connection, that strength. Then on your inhale, we'll bring the palms of the hands together, lift the thumbs to your heart. Take a moment, set that intention for yourself. What is it that maybe brought you to class? Or what is it that you're hoping to get out of class? Or how is it that you want to kind of change your mindset by taking a yoga class? Let one of those things kind of be your guide, your intention. And when you're ready, you can bow that chin towards your chest. Let your eyes flutter open here. On our inhale, we'll reach those arms up overhead, interlace our fingers, and open our palms. I'm just going to come to my knees so you can see what my hands are doing. I'm opening the palms of my hands to the sky. Right there. Then lift the belly, lift the chest, squeeze the glutes. So you can give that little bit deeper arch. Take one more inhale. Then on your exhale, just release, forward fold. Find ragdoll. So allow that upper body to just hang in this downward ragdoll position for a couple of breaths. You could sway side to side. You could hold your elbows. Your hands could be on blocks or a chair. A couple of breaths. Just feel the body going, letting go. Then on our inhale, we'll lift that chest halfway. Let the hands come to the shins. Press the tailbone one way. Pull the crown of the head forward. Engage, feel those shoulder blades engage down your back. Take an inhale, exhale, slight bend of the knees, inhale, rise all the way up. We're going through that full sun sal. Exhale, fold. Hands could hit the floor, hands could hit a chair. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into that plank pose. Pausing here, just working on that strength. Pull that belly into your spine. Press the earth away. Take an inhale. On our exhale, elbows hug the ribs as we lower all the way down to the ground, lifting up into either cobra, meaning the elbows are bent and squeeze your sides, or up dog, straightening the elbows, lifting the quads. So either one. Exhale, stepping your way back into downward facing dog. Then from here, take an inhale. On our exhale, we're just going to drop to hands and knees. Take a couple of cat-cows here. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, round the back. Working that movement through your spine. Beautiful. One more time. Inhaling, cow. Exhale, count. Inhale, find that neutral spine. Adjusting the wrists so they're underneath the shoulders. Then on our inhale, we're going to take that left arm, reach it up, twisting, opening to the left. Take another big inhale here. On the exhale, reach it under, coming down onto the left shoulder. And then inhale, right arm comes up if that feels okay to you. So starting to get a little bit more twistiness through the spine just for a couple of breaths. Taking another inhale here. On our exhale, this right hand will plant down, hand under elbow to press this back up to all fours. Inhale, right arm's gonna rise up this time. Hold here a couple of breaths. Feel that stretch through the arm, through the rib cage. And then on the exhale, right arm comes underneath, lay on the right shoulder. Left arm rises up. Couple of breaths right there. And then left arm comes down, lifting our way back up to all fours. Take your toes, curl them under, downward facing dog. On our inhale, little bend of the knees. You can walk or step the feet to your hands. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, let that upper body release, and then slight bend of the knees. Inhale, rise all the way up to the top, reach high. Big exhale, forward fold, hands to the floor or chair. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into the plank. Take a nice big inhale here, nice and strong. On your exhale, chaturanga down, floating up through cobra or up dog. You can also skip these chaturangas. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises high to the sky. On our exhale, bend the right knee. We're going to step or walk right foot through our hands to our hands. Drop that back left knee. Inhale, rise the arms up into this low Ajani Asana, low lunge, holding here. Let me pull my hair back out of the way. Nice. Lifting and opening your heart. Beautiful. Take the inhale. On the exhale, both hands are going to come on the inside of this right leg. From here, you're going to take and bend that left knee. This gets a little deeper opening in that left hip flexor. You can stay right here or reach the right arm forward. Start to twist the body open to the right, maybe connecting, pulling in gently, really opening that quad, that hip flexor. Right? If that is too intense, just bend the knee. You don't have to grab the foot. Nice. Take your inhale. On our exhale, we'll release. We'll bring that right hand down and we'll step back into our plank. Beautiful. From our plank, we're going to press back into our downward facing dog. Now we're going to stick here with this right leg. So inhale, right leg rises again. Exhale, pull the knee into the elbow, step it through, and this time we'll come up into our high lunge. Pull the shoulder blades down the back. Now we're going to play with our eagle arms here. So I'm just going to turn and face you. So take an inhale. On our exhale, arms open to the side. Left arm is going to come on top. So your right foot is in front. Don't mirror me here. Right leg in front. Left arm on top. Bend the elbows. Try to connect the palms of the hands. Beautiful. Pull the shoulder blades down the back and lift the chest and elbows. Gorgeous. Eagle arms while trying to hold and balance here a little bit in this lunge position. Nice. Take your inhale and your exhale. Then on our inhale, we're going to rise our hands up. We're going to let that left heel turn in. So my left foot is going to plant. My arms are going to interlace behind my back. Lift and open my heart here. In, open warrior two. Beautiful. So again, I'm just going to face you, but I will say what leg. Nice. Take your inhale. On your exhale, as we fold forward, your right shoulder is going to come down towards that right knee into humble warrior. Nice. So my legs are still in warrior two position. My left toes are turned out slightly towards the left. My right toes are facing my front. Take an inhale. On your exhale, release your hands to the ground. Lift that back left heel. So now I'm right back here in this low lunge. My back heel is lifted. Beautiful. From here, I'm going to come up into standing split. I'm getting a little bit of balance. Now my hands could be on the floor, or this would be a great place for a chair or yoga blocks. Right? Trying to lift that leg high. And then bend that left knee that's in the air. Let it bend. Here's a little challenge for you. Can you take your right arm, your right hand, and find that left foot up there? And maybe connect a little bit. Right? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Take an inhale. On our exhale, we're gonna release. We're gonna step this left leg way back behind us, and we're way down here in this low lunge again. Take an inhale, and on our exhale, step back, plank. Beautiful, nice and strong here in plank. From our plank, press back, downward facing dog. We're gonna repeat all that on the left side. So inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left leg steps through. Right knee falls to the floor. So right knee's here on the floor this time. You can always put a little cushion under it. Inhale, arms rise up. Beautiful. Right there. Take a couple of breaths, really starting to open this right hip flexor. Shoulder blades down the back. Take the inhale. On the exhale, hands come inside the left foot. And this is where we bend the right knee. Right? My hands could be on blocks at any time. I can stay right here, or I can reach the left arm forward, opening my chest, reaching. Oh, this one's a little harder for me to reach. Maybe I can get it, maybe I can't, right? Don't cramp your hamstring for it. If you can reach it, you can grab it. Pulling and just really, really opening these quads. One more nice breath here. Release, and we're gonna let go of that right foot. Frame that front left foot, curl the back toe under, step back down our plank, and then downward facing dog. And we're gonna come up through the high lunge. So we're still on the left. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step it through. And inhale, rise up, high lunge. So holding first in the lunge position means the right heel is lifted. Shoulder blades pulled down the back. Take the inhale. On the exhale, arms open. Right arm comes on top. Eagle arms. And then the same thing we did on the other side. Think about pulling the shoulder blades down, lifting the heart, lifting the elbows. And I'm just kind of gazing up towards my forearms. Take the inhale. Take the exhale. Then on the inhale, as you release the arms, let that right heel turn in slightly. Exhale, interlace hands. Open the chest here. Beautiful. Take an inhale, and then on our exhale, humble warrior. Remember, you don't have to go upside down all the way. You choose not to. Take a couple of breaths here in humble warrior. Take the inhale. As we exhale, we'll release the hands, framing that left foot, lift the right heel, so I'm back in lunge position. Then from my lunge position, trying to lift up towards standing split, right? My leg doesn't go all the way up, that's okay, right? We're just working wherever we are. And then maybe let that right knee bend. I can even open my right hip a little bit, right? Just play with that. And then maybe grabbing my right foot with my left hand, making a little bind here in my standing split. Just playing with that balance. I'm crossing the midline right. My left hand is grabbing my right leg. Take an inhale. On our exhale, sink back down to that low lunge. Step back to our plank. We're either going to chaturanga through, or you can go straight to down dog if you like. If you want to take that chaturanga there. Pressing back into downward facing dog. Nice. From here, from our downward facing dog, we're going to walk, step, or hop forward, but we're going to take the feet out wide. So as you come forward, the feet are going to land wide, and we're going to start our little kind of side to side gate pose here. Right, just loosening up those hips a little more. Nice. And then kind of make your way center. All 10 toes point forward. We're going to just straighten the knees and let the top of our head, crown of our head fall towards the floor into wide leg forward fold. Feels pretty good, right? A little bit of peace within our power. And on our inhale, we'll lift our chest up halfway. Leave your right hand planted. I'll mirror you here. Leave your right hand planted. Inhale, twist. working to lift your left arm, but I want you to think about pulling your spine long. So think about tailbone presses one way, crown of the head pulls forward. Yes, beautiful. Right there. Take the inhale. On the exhale, left hand comes down. Inhale, right arm comes up. Repeating the other way, maybe just noticing if it's easier for you to twist one direction than the other. Think about making the spine long. Inhaling. On our exhale, both hands come down. Leave that chest lifted halfway. Take your toes. Turn your toes towards each other. So your toes are closer than your heels. Lower your chest back down, crown of the head to the floor again. Just feeling all that work down the outside of your ankles. Then on our inhale, lift our chest halfway. We're gonna lift our heels completely up off the ground. Press into the balls of your foot. Swing your heels all the way in towards each other and start to sink down into Malasana. So you might have to move your feet a little bit. You might have to rock your hips a little bit as you work your way down. Once you're there, you can press your elbows into your knees, palms to your hands. And use those elbows. Press the knees away. And the prayer pose falls to kind of right at your sternum. Beautiful. Nice. So working that flexibility into the hips. So we'll be able to sink low here in a minute to get into our eagle pose. Beautiful. Take an inhale. On your exhale, release the hands. Start to rise up and just step your way back into a downward facing dog. Nice. On our inhale, right leg's going to rise. As we exhale, we're going to take this right leg and step it through. Inhale, come up into our lunge. Beautiful. From our lunge, we're going to practice a little bit more balance by coming into warrior three. So launching forward, flexing that back left foot. Think about your hip bones. Both hip bones face the ground. So if you're opened up a little bit here, pull that left hip bone down so it faces the ground. My hands could be on a chair, a wall, finding that balance. So here's my natural. I want to open up. You know, see that? But I don't. I want to pull it down. As I pull it down, lots and lots of stuff comes into this right leg. Nice. Now on our inhale, we're going to rise up into a one knee up. If you need to tap down through that, go for it. So now my right knee or my left knee is up. Right? I'm not going to mirror you here. We'll keep with the left side. And then I'm going to take this left leg, crossing it over the right, start to sink down into a chair, and I'm just kickstanding to start. So my left toes are on the ground. Beautiful, open my chest. So left leg is on top, meaning right arm is gonna come on top. Find the eagle arms. Then once I'm in the eagle arms, I'm still kickstanding here. I'm gonna start to work to kind of touch my toes up a little bit. So pulling my shoulders down, lifting my heart, and maybe wrapping the left toe around the right ankle. So play with that a little bit. If you need to step out of it and come back in, totally fine. But play with trying to pull the shoulders down, lift the heart, lift the elbows, and wrapping that left ankle around. Beautiful, beautiful. And when we come out, we're just gonna inhale out of it. Exhale, big forward fold. I wanna give you a chance to put your crow in here. So if you'd like to put a crow in here, right, you can bend those elbows, hug them in towards each other. Those shins come up towards the armpits, right? You can play with your crow. You could take your chaturanga through with that crow. We'll meet in down dog. I'll give you, 3 more seconds or so to play with that. Beautiful. And then this time we'll inhale the left leg. We'll step the left leg through, coming up into our lunge. From our lunge, launching into our warrior three. Again, play here. Right, my hip, I'm the same. My hip wants to open, and that would be more of a half moon. I want to put my hip down so my shoulders and my hips are in alignment. Flexing my right foot. And on an inhale, this right knee will come up with me. And I'm just gonna set it across my left, sinking into that chair, letting my right foot kickstand me for a while. Open the arms, left arm is on top, so arms are always opposite legs. Interlacing, then I'm playing with it, right? I'm gonna pull my shoulder blades down, lift my elbows, lift my heart. Try to wrap this right ankle, right foot around that left ankle. Now you can also use a wall. I didn't say that on the first side, but if you want to play on a wall, right, that wall is going to give me that support. So I can really play with kind of my eagle position while having that wall there to support me. Beautiful, gorgeous, my friends. Nice. And then on our inhale, we'll just step out of it. On our exhale, forward fold, just hang forward fold. We are going into peace. Maybe rock your knees back and forth. So I'm kind of bending one knee, straightening the other. Bend one knee, then the other. Right, back and forth. And then I'm going to come where I'm going to bend the left knee. So my left knee is going to be a little bit bent. You'll see that. My right leg, I'm going to push it straight. I'm going to leave my left hand on the ground or maybe a block, even a chair. And I'm going to open that right hand up. So I'm getting a nice twist again with a nice stretch down this right IT band. So I don't have to be all the way upside down. My hand's on a block here. It can even be up on a chair. Or I can have it all the way down. So like we did in the wide leg, now we're narrow. Take an inhale. On my exhale, that right hand comes down, let the right knee bent, left knee straightened, left arm rises up. Couple of breaths here. This is peace, my friends, I promise. Take an inhale. On your exhale, just let those knees bend, come on down, onto all fours. Take your ankles, cross them, and have a seat back on your back or on your bottom. Take our legs, lengthen them long. I'm going to lower my camera here for you just a second as you come into your forward fold. So coming on down into that forward fold. Hang out right there. We are going to slow down these poses. Nice, beautiful. And just work on letting your body release. And just sink deeper into this forward fold. And then if you like, pull the spine long first. So think about pulling the crown of the head towards the toes so that we're lengthening the spine. But then you can take your chin and start to tuck it towards your chest, bringing the crown of your head towards your legs. And that will deepen that stretch down your spine, but we want to make sure our spine is long before we do that. And just notice how that changes the stretch in your body. And then on our inhale, we'll gently untuck, walk our way up, and scoot your bottom towards your feet and roll down to the floor. Give yourself a nice big hug. Maybe a little rock side to side. So one of the nice things about eagle, I mean, it is a balance pose. Balance poses are always great, but we're crossing the midline of our body. Anytime we make connections, crossing right to left, left to right, we activate the brain more fully. The same as alternate nostril breathing. So when we're breathing in one nostril, out the other, switching it, we are more activating, connecting the two hemispheres of our brain. The right and the left, one is more artistic, one is more logical. And we tend to naturally be one or the other. So many of us are a little more artistic, some of us are more logical. There's tests you can take. We use both parts, and that's just a nice way to activate, crossing that midline. You can do it with your kiddos as well. From here, we'll reach for the bottoms of the feet coming into happy baby. Oh, just a little pressure on the bottoms of the feet. Pull those knees down towards the armpits. You can continue to move or you can find stillness. Take a minute here and I want you to just breathe deeply in your nose. And softly and easily exhale out the mouth. I don't want you to hyperventilate yourself. I just want you to repeat that 3 or 4 times. Just calming the central nervous system. Feel the body respond. And then we're going to start to cross the right knee over the left like we did in eagle, but we're not going to interlace at our ankles. We're just going to cross right over left. We're going to reach down, again, crossing midline. Right hand is holding left shin. Left hand is holding right shin. Pull the knees towards the chest. You can give a little extra pull on that right shin, and it gets a deep stretch into that right hip. Brain has to work a little bit harder to process that now our right ankle is really on the left side of our body. So as we gently pull in on the right ankle with the left hand, the brain is just firing connections between the 2 hemispheres. Yoga is good for the brain too, not just the body. Release and wiggle and shake your legs out as much as you need. And then we'll cross the left over the right, repeating, hugging in, giving a little extra pull this time on the left ankle or left kind of lower leg. So if you have a work type assignment that requires both some creativity and logic, right? Take a little bit of time before that. Do some of these cross-body connections, do some of the alternate nostril breathing to really get both sides of the brain firing together. The more firing, the more neural connections we have, the stronger the brain is. And we now know that the brain can make neurons and neural connections for life. We used to think, oh, you reach like 25, you're kind of, all your connections are made. It's really hard. That's not true. It can be harder to learn something new. But we have to just keep learning. Our brain will keep functioning. We stop challenging it. And it says it doesn't need those connections. It starts cutting them off. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. Take those legs, slowly lengthen them out long onto the mat. Reach the arms one way, feet the other. Nice long stretch. Relax your arms to your side, taking at least the minute we have together here. And as you lie here in Shavasana, take a moment to just tell your body, tell your mind, thank you. Because we definitely did something good for our body today, but we also did something really good for our mind, our brain. As we lay here in Shavasana, the body isn't distracted with something else. So it has the time to file these connections away. So they stay, so they become stronger. One of the important reasons of Shavasana, if we just jump up and get busy with something else, our body isn't able to process what we just did. And as we come to the end of our official time together, I of course invite you to stay here a bit longer, as long as you like. When you are ready to move, be kind to yourself. Don't rush it. Give yourself a minute or two. Thank you so much for joining me. The love and light in me honors the love and light in each of you. Namaste.